Okay, so welcome. We're here at the TESOL France annual colloquium, and I'm here with Geoff Tranter. He's one of our plenary speakers this year. Geoff is an ELT author and also an ELT consultant. He's based in Germany, and we're very happy to have him here with us.
Thank you.
So, Geoff, you just came out with a new book called Using Humor in the Classroom. That's right?
That's right.
Could you tell us a little bit about your book?
Well, humour is a very attractive subject for all teachers. I'm sure teachers want to use humour in the classroom, but I think it's more than just creating a positive atmosphere. I think you can actually use humour to support language learning.
Okay.
And this book consists of activities, playing with words in different forms. And to photocopy of the book, you can just photocopy the exercises, the activities, and use them in the classroom.
Okay, so it's sort of a practical guide.
It's practical, not a theory.
Like a handbook, in fact.
It's a handbook. Yes.
Okay, great. So your approach or your theory then is that humor not only makes language learning more fun, but it also increases the amount of learning that actually happens in the classroom.
It can support vocabulary learning, it can support language awareness, it can support reading comprehension, it can support all learning skills, because humour is a very emotional thing. And I think the emotional side of learning, to support the cognitive aspects of learning, I think are very important.
Okay, so
and are underdeveloped.
Got it. So humour can be an important sort of cognitive sort of enabler, in fact, for learning a language.
Yes,
in a way. Okay.
Because if people laugh about verbal humour, they will never forget the words that were in that sentence, for example.
Absolutely,
yes.
That's true. Yeah. Now, could you give us an example of maybe one of the exercises that is in the book that you find particularly fun or
That's a difficult
successful?
one. That's a difficult one. But basically, the book, excuse me, the book has multiple choice matching exercises.
Okay.
For example, funny definitions.
Okay.
Yeah. People are given the definition and then are asked to match the funny concept to go with the definition.
Okay.
Or howlers.
What's a howler?
Yeah. Howler is a typical classroom or children's examination mistake, where they get the wrong word. For example, monotony is like being married to the same person all your life.
Okay. Okay, so they mix up definitions, all right.
Mix up definitions,
right.
And of course, doing things like that, they will never forget the word monotony.
Right.
They will also learn the word monogamy,
right.
And they will never forget it.
Okay, great. Great, that sounds like fun.
It is.
Now, what was it like writing the book? I mean, how did you go about writing it? Was it just things that you personally have used in the classroom, or was it things that you've seen or heard other teachers doing?
These things don't just happen overnight. They distill in the course of time. And these are examples that I've been using over the years. I collect humour. Humour is a hobby of mine. I collect examples, and I now have had the time to put them all together in the form of a book.
Okay, so this is your first book on humour in the classroom?
It's a first book on humour in the classroom.
Okay.
I've done course for a few years before.
That's right. Yes. Got it. Now, what kind of feedback have you been getting? I know it's a relatively new book, right? When did it come out exactly?
September. Yeah.
Okay.
Yes, the first print was sold out within 1 week.
Wow. Okay, so great.
And the second print is now available, and it's doing very well indeed. The publishers and the author are, of course, very happy. Yes.
And have you gotten any sort of direct feedback from teachers?
They love it.
Okay.
And the interesting thing is, it's not only for native speakers, it's for non-native speakers. Having this kind of activity sheet gives non-native speakers self-confidence to use it in the classroom. Right. Because humour can be difficult.
It can definitely be difficult. I know that living in France, I don't always get the humour right in the French language, so I can know that.
It's the same in Germany. Right. I think Oscar Wilde says German humour has to be taken seriously. Okay.
Now, one last question I wanted to ask you. I know that you're also very involved in testing and assessment.
That's right. Yes.
Now, when I saw that you were involved in those two sides of ELT, humour in the classroom and testing, I said, wow, that's sort of, a huge, those two things are very far apart in a lot of ways.
True. Yes.
Now, how did you get involved in those two sides of it? I mean, is humour sort of a...
Well, testing has been my life for about 35 years. I've been all the various testing systems. For 5 years I worked with the TELT language testing systems, which are based in Germany. And so that has been my major professional life. But humour is me.
Okay, got it.
And this has enabled me to I think humour is important because it allows you to take a step back, go to the side, and then look at your profession with different eyes and take a different perspective, and that's a very, very healthy state of affairs.
Great. All right. Well, thanks for talking to us.
Thank you.
And thank you for coming to the TESOL France conference.
I hope it's not my last.
All right. Well, yes, we hope to see you again.
Yeah.
All right.
Lovely.
Thank you, Geoff.
Thank you. Goodbye.